Hello and welcome to the BWN podcast. Today it is episode 5.
Yeah, I had to get the early bus again, got more PTSD anyway.
Yeah. So what is it you said you want to talk about today anyway? So we'll get right into it.
Do you want to go on about that good old gem of a masterpiece made at the movies?
Yes, I think that might be somewhat worth talking about. What was I going to say? It's great to see. It's never going to be anything that special.
Thanks.
Well, no,
I've appeared like half of them, nothing special.
They're not. They're really not. I mean, the thing is, when Master Reviews kicks into full swing, Master Reviews will definitely take the reins. I think Master at the movies is still somewhat relevant, which is why it'll still be around. But obviously now we will have announced by this point that the new changes to the channel have saved Master at the movies. It will be around for the foreseeable future, at least as far as I can tell right now.
I feel like I should do one called Shieldsy at the movies or something like that.
Please.
Yeah, I had one during the old high school when it came with Shieldsy, but anyway. I feel like, I know obviously, like you said, they're all grade C, but I do appreciate like the ones where it's got like several of them, if that makes sense. Because of the absolute. It's odd. Absolute.
It's a shambles. It's always better when there is more people, because honestly there really isn't a lot to go by. I'm thinking now all of them should be different. I know at least from this point they're never going to be recorded at the same time anymore.
Yeah.
The idea is quite literally to do them I'm not saying the green light flashing and that's worrying, but yeah, basically to sort of do them a week apart from each other and try and make them at least very different to each other, because I think when they're all part and parcel but pretty much the exact same thumbnail, it didn't work. For the month's worth of Master of the Movies, it wasn't very effective.
I was going to ask, are we filming any Master of the Movies today or not?
I think, I'm not sure.
Right.
I'm definitely doing one this week. Whether it's today, I'm not too sure.
Right.
But yeah, we're still in April.
I was going to say, I've got my top tier Rick and Morty shirt on, so everything.
Yeah. Of course, everyone wants to say that.
Oh, thank you. You know, I spend top tier quality money on the drip.
So what doesn't constitute as top tier quality money? I've never ever heard someone describe it like that.
If it's not like a quality shirt like this.
No. I'm not on about the shirt. You said top tier quality money.
Oh,
I've never heard. Like, you can say, oh, it costs a lot. It was quite expensive. I spent quite a lot of money on it. But no. I spent top tier quality money on this. Are they like golden doubloons or something? Like, I don't understand.
Just if you spend a lot of money, like they'll give them that crisp 20.
Right. Okay. So that's what top tier quality money is.
Yeah.
Money essentially.
If it's crisp, it's top tier quality.
But like Walkers, you've got to be more specific.
You know, like a crisp, like note.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
I despise crisps. It's the one food I cannot touch and do not want to be around when people eat. A bit of relevant information.
In all honesty, I agree with you a lot on that one. Can we just like shake hands on that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, that was
probably going to become a meme.
That was going to say, that was probably the most awkward handshake of all time. Thing is, luckily, this is a podcast and they're most likely going to be listening to the audio version, and they didn't say that.
We shook hands.
That can also mean something else. I don't think you realise what you've started, Big Dan. I really don't.
I said, you know how I've like kept making memes out of you on the channel? I think you're trying to do the same now, because I remember that like old Mace of the movies.
It's my vengeance.
Where at the end of it, like after I'd finished, you literally kept repeating the clip over and over, me going like this.
I mean that was ghostly. I'm sure you'll admit, like that was pretty rough. You just.
Well, look, it's the closest.
Tornado Dan, just waving his arms around like this.
I mean, I'm never gonna get to go to a rave, so that's the closest I'm gonna get.
Most of the movies will have to do. Oh jeez, it's not the thing is, there is definitely ways it could be better. There's definitely ways that we could make it better. It's a difficult one to work around, especially when reviews will be very prominent and in the picture from about now.
I mean, I know, like I know it's chaotic when there's more of them, but I think it's like, I don't know, it's gonna sound weird, but I like it when there's more of them. Like, even if we don't all make an appearance, when you can like hear we're behind the camera, because it's just like dead funny. Like, for example, you know the Easter special, like I couldn't get through that without dying last week. Just that Emily going.
She just saves those videos. I'm not gonna lie, lad. She literally saves them.
Yeah.
There's no because I'm not the most charismatic person in the world, but that's literally become our role on the channel. Just completely chiming in and just being a little shit in the back of videos.
Yeah.
That's literally what she does now. And Evie just laughing the whole time.
Do you want to be included? No. Dutch angle.
That was something like I knew I'd keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Because again, like that's the thing. If you want them in their natural selves, where they haven't got the game face on, but luckily they were fine with it. But that was just too funny. I was like,
I think the other reason I like love the division so much is because it's just like it's not organized, if that makes sense. Like
it's organized chaos.
Yeah. Like
okay, we're doing it.
Nobody knows what's going on, and just like the most random stuff gets caught.
We're doing it here with when and with who.
Yeah.
We don't know anything else. I mean, that goes for any other video, to be honest with you. I mean, we're currently planning a ridiculous little endeavour, which I think we'll only really be talking about on here and possibly Happy Talk. But yeah, it's
this man's trying to murder me. Please help.
Yes, it's about the champions, because let's just say we are very behind at the minute, trying to get stuff done. So we've surmised, well, especially as of last night, we've surmised.
Please tell me you fixed the schedule.
I mean, basically the venues for XYZ video, I tried to book them as close to the times as we discussed for how the day would run. I couldn't, give or take 20 minutes, I got that.
Right.
I will be, with the request you put in for being an earlier finish on Saturday, I will change that and make a final amended timetable for this weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll know what the hell we're doing. What I'm bothered about is planning, because I really like.
I was gonna say, like, so I know last night I only brought up the problem with the 8 o'clock start. Like, sorry about only bringing it up then. It's just because we didn't notice it.
We just won't know this. Basically, it is absolutely mental. What we're planning to do is essentially do a full 2 days. It might as well be a sleepover, because we'll basically be seeing each other the next morning. We're literally going to do 2 complete straight days of we're going to call it the opener boot camp, because of how far behind we are. We're literally going to do 2 straight days of champions videos, and if we weren't recording the footage on the phone, I would say how many videos we're actually doing. It's honestly mental. I would not be surprised if we shoot more than. I think we'll be shooting more. I can guarantee you more than 20 videos.
I think you'll be shooting my death when camera gets to the original.
By a mile, there'll be 20 videos shot on that day. Actually, no, that might not be true, because part 4, which is the afternoon of the Sunday, isn't very big on content. There's just 2 videos. There's only two videos.
Thankfully, like the end of it's easy.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Yeah.
The Saturday is the hardest, and then the Sunday is a little better. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's Sunday's more Newcastle based, and Saturday's more Sunderland and South Shields and North Shields area.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because the main reason for the Saturday one I had a problem with it was because you've got to remember, like, I live in Newcastle, so I'd like to get to Sunderland, I have to first get on the bus, then take the metro, and obviously, you know, like, what time would I be getting out of bed like 5 in the morning or something?
Yeah,
like
when I say that now,
and I'm not exaggerating, by the way, I'm genuine.
When I say that now, it's kind of like no, it's fine. Like, it's happened before, it'll still be running. Say that now, but essentially, there'll be a few videos that we do in this particular shoot that they will have already seen now.
Yeah.
Because of how far behind we are. They will have seen a few of them by now. I mean, they will have seen Winter Gardens, which, have you ever been there in your life?
Yes, I was going to say, I remember when we were going through the plan of it, I literally remember saying to you, you literally gave me the one place in Sunderland I knew except the Games and Workshop, but that's pretty much every city I know the Games and
Yeah,
Workshop.
so whatever we're doing in there, I'm just going to warn you in advance, we will not be in there long. We will not have long to be in there.
I'm going to be honest, I've got no clue what I do in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Been there.
We will not be in there long. And I was thinking about this last night, I think a good way to maximise footage in terms of if you're making a video, and this goes for advice for the rest of you, is split up. Because I found, just put it this way, right, where if we're all shooting in the same time with one camera, that's a certain amount of footage.
Yeah.
But Echo and Hodan, I realised this, when you're off doing that, there was literally a moment where I could see you recording and I had my own perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more footage at the end of the day.
I said the alternate title from Egg and Hoedown could have just been Big Dan Becomes a Bushman or something like that.
But this is what I mean, when he's Big Dan takes on the bush life.
Yeah, Big Dan and as the woods and joins Bear Grylls.
But essentially, if you split up, that adds up to more of a runtime because you can cut between perspectives.
Yeah.
Whereas if we're all together, it's not going to be very long at all.
No.
But if we want something like 20 minutes is pushing it, but essentially if we want something like a 15-minute video out of Winter Gardens, then that we need to split up. And that's an example of one where I'll have to take the reins, where I'll say, right, okay, we have very little time, I'll help whoever's got it on the marker to plan it with them, because that's. But ones where we have plenty of time, that's people's own thing, because I really do
Personal planning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because I people need to wrap their heads around that, because I thought it would be a good idea to try and get different people's perspectives in for people to plan different videos. But it depends. It depends what people are happy to do.
Good old Big Dan alter traits in the video.
Yeah.
Informality central.
Yeah. Is that before we wrap this one up? Is that a deliberate move on your part, or is that kind of like an inexperience that you've carried forward over the years?
Do you mean like the informality of them?
Yeah.
No, it is actually intentional. Like I know when my very first videos from like 2018, they genuinely, I was literally so lazy that 13-year-old me didn't even bother editing them. So literally those videos are just what was filmed on like the first day, unless it was like absolutely something I couldn't include. Like one where I accidentally gave out my address because I did a garden tour and it showed on my bin. But anyway, yeah, a few people actually still know my address to this day.
Yeah, I cut it out after it was uploaded.
Yeah, I had deleted. No, I just deleted it and then refilmed it, and then it didn't show the bin again. But
Oh, good.
But no, I just like being informal, because I feel like I remember saying a while back to someone, you know, with the sort of like style I go for my thumbnails, I actually take my inspiration really from Markiplier on YouTube, because you know, like how he usually like pastes like faces over like stuff.
I'm aware of him, I just don't know him very well. But yeah,
I'm guessing you haven't watched In Space with Markiplier then.
No, I haven't, but I saw your reaction to something.
So
So, yeah, that will pretty much wrap it up for episode 5. It will be of the BWN podcast. I don't know if we're going to call them episodes or something, or we're just going to make them. But as official, I'm going to obviously give it some sort of episode title, because you know I'm just like that. So yeah, that is it for today's BWN podcast. As you can see, we are very, very tired, and we have another one of these to do right now.
Yeah,
so
I woke up at 3 and it shows.
3.
Like I woke up for 3 and then I was like awake, so I was like couldn't get back to sleep.
Right.
I was just literally laying there.
Well, we'll see you all later, and thanks for watching or listening, or like, goodbye.
Bye.